What's up, guys? It's Matt here with Tanks Lawn Maintenance. It is currently 7:17 a.m. Beautiful Tuesday morning, windy Tuesday morning, July the 2nd, 2024, the year of our Lord. We don't have not very, very, we don't have a very big day today. We've only got 6 on the list, but we do have some trees we've got to install and some mulch to put out, a very small amount of mulch to put out. And it's not a whole lot, but we'll make some good money today, and we should be done. We've got to drive an hour, so with the maintenance and the installs, we should be done around 3 o'clock today. And I don't know what the temperature is right now, and I don't know what the temperature is going to be today, but it is a very beautiful day, and it feels good this morning. It really does. It's nice and breezy. It's a cool breeze too, and I have a feeling that this is in front of those storms that are moving in, that hurricane and tropical storm and tropical depression, Hurricane Beryl or whatever it is, that's out in the Caribbean right now. But it just feels amazing outside right now. It really does, guys, and I hope it's the same way wherever you are. If I had to say, I'd probably say it's in the low 70s, low to mid 70s, and very breezy. And I'm just waiting on my help to get here, but I do want to address a few things from my last couple of videos. I put out a video saying I was faced with a tough decision in my business, and about the lady that never paid for service, and now she's wanting to be put back on the schedule. I went ahead and decided just to cut my losses and move on. I feel like for me, that's the best thing to do, and I know everybody thinks differently. This you're going to do what you want to do in your business, and that's all fine and dandy because you know what works for you, and the rest of us don't. But I know how my mind works, and once you get me one time, I can't blame you. I blame me. I have to blame me. So, in order to protect my business, I think I'm just going to cut my losses. It's not a big loss. I'm not going to talk prices anymore, but it's not a big loss. It's just the principle of the whole deal that had me upset. And like I said, I genuinely thought I was doing a favor for the lady, and then just wound up getting ripped off all the way around. Some of you may see it differently, and that's fine. And that's the beauty of being an American. We can all think differently, and we can all think for ourselves, whether it be right or wrong. But there were a few comments on that video. Some folks saying that I had a bad attitude from the start. There was a lot of people on there that agree with me. There was a lot of people that genuinely disagree with me. And a lot of it is my fault. I shouldn't have, if I was going to put a video out like that, I should have put all the information out instead of some of it. There was a lot of things that I failed to mention in that video. One, I did try to get paid. I did knocked on her door twice. And I also sent her reminds about I resent the invoice 3 different times. That's the most that Yardbook will allow you to resend the invoice. And I also sent her several reminders. And I knocked on her door several times to try and get a payment, and at least give her the option to offer cash or check. And I would have took that over nothing because the work was already completed. And also I did try to call, and I also texted her. And my wife warned me before I took that job on that because she did tell me that she's not good at text messaging, and she is an elderly woman, I will say that. My wife told her, I told my wife, she told me she's not good at text messaging. She told me, she said, well, if you can't communicate with the woman, whether it be through text, phone call, email, whatever, you may want to consider not taking her on. And I didn't listen to my wife, you know. At the time, things were moving very slow for my business. It was early spring. Grass hadn't really started popping yet. And I was scared, you know. I was scared that I'd made the wrong decision of going full time in my business. So I went ahead and took the woman on against the better judgment of my wife. And a lot of you said that just chalk it up as a good deed. I do feel like I did a good deed one time, but my good deed was to cut her a discount, not free service. And I'm not bitter, but I know if I do take that property back on, that I will be bitter. Even if I was to collect payment for the work already done, I would still be bitter. But as far as having a bad attitude from the start, I definitely didn't have a bad attitude about it from the start. For one, I love doing yard work. I do. Lawn and landscape is something that I thoroughly enjoy doing, even when it's 100 degrees outside. When I was a kid, I thoroughly enjoyed doing this kind of work. My mom and stepdad never had a problem getting me to cut grass. They never had a problem getting me to trim bushes. They never had a problem getting me to help install mulch or plants or anything like that. And they never had a problem getting me to go outside and cut trees and chop wood. Never had a problem getting me to do that as a kid. I know a lot of kids hate doing that kind of stuff. I've always enjoyed it. I always have. And so I enjoy doing this kind of work, even if I'm doing it in my own yard or if I'm just helping a buddy do things. You know, I enjoy the process of it. It gives me a sense of accomplishment when I'm done. So there was no bad attitude about that part of it. And I'm also the type of person, when I know that I'm doing a favor for somebody, you know, anything, you know, whether it be, if I know I'm doing the right thing, okay, whether it be tithing at church, whether it be donating money to missionaries or any other cause, or if I'm helping a friend or someone in need, whatever the case may be, if I'm doing a favor for somebody and I know I'm doing the right thing, I do it with a smile on my face, and I always have. And I feel like that's the way we should all be. If you're going to help someone out, you should help that person with joy. And it actually says that in the Bible. You should always give with joy. But that's just the way I've always been. But when it comes to business, it is business. I do give discounts for military, and I gave that woman a discount, and it backfired on me. So I did reach out to her, let her know that we would no longer be continuing service on her property, and that I wasn't worried about payment. I'm really not. It's not affecting me. It's not hurting me, and it's obvious that she needs the money more than I do. So I think it's best that if we just part ways, and she finds a new landscaper, and I've already filled her spot, and then some. So just wanted to put that out there, and wanted to speak my piece about it, and let you all know why I made the decision that I made. And that's that. My mind is made up. But I'm sitting on the front porch right now, overlooking my lawn that I aerated this past weekend, and man, I know I made the right decision aerating my lawn, but man, I just hate I hate looking at my lawn when it looks like this. But it's like I tell people, you know, sometimes you've got to tear things down in order to make it better. So it's going to be ugly for a little while, probably 2 or 3 weeks, maybe a month at the most. And then after it all fills in, it'll be super green. My soil will be healthy. The roots will be able to breathe. Nutrients will be able to get into the ground. Water will be able to get into the ground. I can actually water my property 3 days a week instead of 7 now, because water will be able to grow into the ground, and compaction has been relieved. And in a lot of places, it's already starting to heal itself up. You're starting to see some very dark green patches in my lawn, and I've already backed off my watering, for one, because the temperature has dropped some, about 10 or 15 degrees in the past couple days. But for two, because I watered my lawn so much after I aerated it, I need to let it dry out some. It was to the point where it was very mushy under my feet, and you want your ground to be soft after you aerate, but you don't want it to be that soft. So I'm just letting it dry out some. But anyway, guys, I'm excited to see how my lawn looks in a month or so. And man, it's just a beautiful day. I can't get over how good it feels right here at the beginning of July. It's just beyond me. But look here, man, I hope y'all have an amazing day. I know we've got 2 days left this week. We've got today and tomorrow. And tomorrow's gonna be off the chain. We've got quite a bit on the list tomorrow, and plus we picked up a new property as well. We're actually doing 2 days worth of work tomorrow. So tomorrow's gonna be off the chain. It's a very good possibility that I won't be back on here before the holiday. So look here, man, I hope y'all enjoy the 4th of July Thursday. I really hope that y'all aren't going to be out working. And if you are, just be respectful of all your customers. Some of them may not want you on their property on the holiday. But I hope y'all have an amazing rest of the week. And I hope y'all are staying hydrated, and I hope y'all are getting plenty of rest. But look here, man, until the next one, y'all keep cutting that grass and keep making that money. I'll let y'all. Bye.